Astro Boy. Now, this is a good anime, or this is like the big boy anime, or at least the first one, or I don't know. I've seen this one in two different ways. I first saw the remake, the newer anime when it was on Toonami on weekdays, and it was kind of nice. But I've also seen the original version that's in black and white that aired like in the old days, and it's weird because there's no real animation to it. It's really just still images. Like it seems like something that like I could make. And another thing that I find a little weird was the good doctor guy, the guy with the big nose. Every time he would talk fast, he would sneeze. I don't really know what that meant. I can't tell if it was intentional or if it was like a dub mistake or like a dub filling in thing. I don't know. They were all talking really fast too, and it was weird. Maybe they thought the Japanese talked really fast though. From what I can guess, especially for during that time, there really wasn't much of a standard to anime dubbing. In fact, I think that was probably the first anime that ever came out. And in English and whatnot. I'm assuming they got their best actors, probably because they thought, okay, this is just a regular cartoon. It's just from Japan. As far as the story goes, from what I understand, it's about this little boy named I think Tomio or Tomio or Tomoyo or something. I think it's Tomio though. He's the son of this guy. And sorry if my voice sounds a little weird. I must be a little sick. I'm kind of trying to do this one quickly because it's pretty late over here. But it's about this kid named Tomoyo, and he has a dad, obviously. Well, I don't exactly remember the circumstances, but Tomio or either gets sick or he gets hit or something. Well, he dies, and his father, feeling remorse and like wanting him back, decides to turn him into a robot. And he changes his name to like Astro Boy or something. It's pretty reminiscent to It's pretty, it's sort of like Mega Man a little bit or whatnot. Who knows? Maybe Mega Man got the idea from this, and maybe Mega Man was trying to ultimately capitalize from Astro Boy. There are a lot of simulators, the whole arm cannon thing that both can do. I understand that for Astro Boy, it's not really his big thing, but the fact that they're both robots, their names in Japan, Rockman or I guess Mega Man, depending on where you're from, and Astro Boy. I think in the original English translation, they changed his name to Aster. I guess just to go along, Aster, Astro Boy, and probably to take away any form of Japanese in the story. I don't exactly remember too much from the episodes. I didn't actually see like the original airing of the original show because I wouldn't have been born by then. I did see it, on Adult Swim that started airing it for whatever reason. I guess just to fill in, time gaps, and it was weird. That show's pretty dang old. The entire story's video, like my dad even watched it, and he's not even into anime. But I do remember like something about like a trash can robot or something, like he was getting taken over by like a robot empire or something. I don't know. And I remember in the other one, in the newer one, I remember he was like participating in some sports game and whatnot. I remember in that one they called him Astro for short. The voice of the doctor, the good doctor with the big nose, I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know that much about this show. But the voices seem to sort of match. I'm going from like the English dub, like the original English dub, sound like the original, but sound like the new one, or like vice versa, I guess. I think they did a nice job, I suppose. I've never heard the Japanese version, and honestly, I don't think I really want to, because there's probably, I don't know. But the anime of this was based off of the manga, obviously, which I think was the first manga ever written, or at least the first one that actually was huge. Like, this story is huge. I'd argue that it's even more popular than Dragon Ball Z, and I'll get to that in a minute, or in a few days, but this is a pretty dang popular anime, and so if you haven't heard of it, then you need to get your head out of the friggin' gutter or something. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I think I would. It's a nice little show. If you like Mega Man, it's sort of similar, not entirely similar. If you want to see, what the first anime or manga was like in like anime form, then you can watch this. I wouldn't watch, the original one because that one might be a little too hard to watch because of, it being more like stills than an actual animation. English or subbed, either's fine. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about Astro Boy, or at least all I can say. Sorry for this sucky video or whatever. But yeah, I'll see you guys later.